Hey lovely sexy hobby people, welcome to today's video, which is going to be Warhammer Combat Patrol issue number 9. It's 2 paints, nothing exciting, but come and join me on the desk and we'll have a look through. Hey lovelies, right, shall we have a look at issue number 9? Two paints. Just going to raise you up a little bit. Here we go. Right, now that's slightly better. Here goes. Right, how to paint Space Marines. So we got the Abaddon Black in this and Retribution Armour, so we're just applying those colours now to the relevant sections of our miniatures. Yeah, so the bright Retribution Armour, it's a really bright gold actually, it's quite nice, being laid onto the Aquila on the chests and any trim, potential trim. They're using it to define the bolt round cases in the Storm Bolter here for the captain, so that's pretty cool. And that's your work in progress so far. And then for your NIDs, using the Abaddon Black for relevant sections. And you get a little gallery of what they look like so far. It's pretty cool. Okay, Space Marine chapters in our red section for Read B. Focusing on the Ultramarines at the moment. And there we go, we have 3 other founding chapters with the Blood Angels, Space Wolves and Dark Angels. And then we have the Silver Templars making a return. So Bonds of Honor Part 2, Silver Templars, so more fiction. And then we have in our basics, advancing and falling back. So advanced moves, obviously when you're moving towards the enemy, and then falling back when you move away from the enemy. And then you have scenario 4, pitched battle. So you are going to be using your Infernus squad, your Space Marine captain, the Tyrannid terrain cards that we got, and the Termagaunts, the Barb Gaunts and the Von Ryan's Leapers. So the time for probing actions, scouting and sabotage is over. Now is the time for all-out war. The Tyrannids and the Space Marines have both launched a full-scale attack. Only through Cunning Command will the Space Marines survive against the Tyrannid swarm. In this mission, you'll use all the rules you've learned so far to fight an all-out battle between the Tyrannids and the Space Marines with several units to control. You can play through this mission solo. If you play as the Space Marines, you could also have an opponent control the Tyrannids or control both sides to see how the rules interact. So Space Marine turns, example move and shoot. Tyrannids turns, Tyrannids moves, shoot, blah blah blah, and then example move and shoot for the NIDs. Example fight, and then Space Marine victory or Tyrannid victory. And then combat roll. And then we already know we're getting our Librarian, and then in issue 11 we get Corax White and Lead Belcher, so that's nice. Right, so we get 2 paints. Abaddon Black and Retribution Armour. Retribution Armour is more a colour that I use with my Age of Strife miniatures. Obviously the Stormcast Eternals I paint up in the more or less the studio colour scheme. But Abaddon Black I use a lot of. My Dark Angels get based with Chaos Spray Black, and then I give them a brush all over with Abaddon Black to make sure that paint has gone into every recess that the spray might not have got to. So I use a lot of this. I'm always happy to have Abaddon Black in the stash, as it were. Always very handy paint to have. But there you go. Yeah, I mean, that's it really. Short episode. Anyway, I shall see you in the next video. Alright, take care. Bye bye.